time to answer the call. We both know why you're here, why we're all here, because you know that it's time to answer the call. You've hit the point already where you've done the readings, you've watched all the videos. Now it's time to integrate. This is where you stop manifesting. And I know that sounds weird, but when you stop manifesting, that's when things start happening, because you don't need to tell the universe anymore what you want. The universe already knows. God already knows what you want. Now it's time to exercise your free will, because you've been getting the call. You've been seeing the numbers. You've been getting the synchronicities. And it's because before that happened, you knew something wasn't right. You knew that something needed to change, but you didn't know exactly what it was. And then you went searching for answers. When you go searching for answers, little things start happening. And it starts to bring you closer and closer and closer, but you can't actually get there. And this is the trick, until you make the choice. You'll keep getting the call, and you can keep hitting decline if you want. But once you put that out into the universe, you're going to keep getting the call. And you have to decide if you want to answer or not. This is the call to action. This is how you exercise your free will, because the universe, God, however you want to say it, it doesn't operate on right or wrong, just what you put out into the quantum field. You have to work in tandem. And that begins with you making the choice. Answer the call to action. If you've been reading the books, all the YouTube videos, this is another one. And you landed on this one because this is the confirmation, because you know how big the community is, but this is our own community. You found me, you found this one because we're on the same journey. I'm not special. You know I'm not special. You've already hit the point in your journey where you know you're not special. And that is what brings us together. That is what makes the collective the collective. Because if you're here on this channel, on this video, yeah, it's time. Because we're about to build, and we're going to get there. But it all starts with us making the choice. Because once that first domino falls, then everything's going to fall. It's going to fall right into place. Because you know things are conspiring. You know it's conspiring for you. Always for your highest good. You've been journaling. You've been doing the workouts mentally and physically. And you see it. You see it. You've visualized. Maybe you've been using the law of attraction, the law of assumption. Or maybe you haven't. And maybe you know now this is the time to let go and decide that you already have it. This is the time that you know you need to start that business, apply for that job, call that person, put that signal out there, whatever you've been putting off. You think you're not ready. And that's the thing, if you go back and watch The Matrix, you can find tons and tons of videos and readings about The Matrix, but there's a reason why, because there's something to take away from that all the time. And really all you need to do is watch the first one. Because here's the thing about being in the Matrix and waking up. You can become aware of everything. You can know deep down that it's wrong, but you still have to make the choice. Neo still had to choose to wake up. That's the biggest takeaway from the movie that I get from the story, that at the end of the day, even if you're the one, you still have to choose that, because it's not given to you. Only thing that is given to you is what you give yourself, what you pour into yourself. And the more and more you do that, sometimes the universe is just going to keep trying to persuade you, because that's the thing. The universe, you can look at it as like your subconscious mind, because your subconscious doesn't respond to commands and being a drill sergeant to it. You know, you're drilling affirmations into your head every single day. You're looking in the mirror and you're saying these things. You're writing the affirmations in your journal every single day. But the thing about it is, your subconscious doesn't respond to that. Your subconscious responds to persuasion. Hey, what if we were abundant? What if we didn't have to worry about money anymore? What if we do actually love ourselves, and whether or not we're in a relationship or not? Your conscious mind wants to, beat that into submission, but you have to work in tandem with your subconscious, the same way you work in tandem with God and with the universe. That is why we have free will. Going back to the Matrix, that's why it's free will. Because without free will, we wouldn't know exactly what it is that we're trying to get. We would just be controlled, and we're not controlled. You're not even controlled by your own thoughts. You can change your own thoughts. Suffering is a choice. You can choose not to suffer. You can choose to let the pain guide you and motivate you, or you can choose to let it cripple you. But I'll tell you this, once you cross that one threshold, you're doing all the education and you're learning all the things, it's going to be harder and harder to choose to let things cripple you, because God and the universe are going to keep persuading you. Are you sure that's what you want? You know that there's a different life out there, and you can choose it. You can have it if you choose it. But don't forget that the enemy is always out there as well, trying to persuade you. And it uses the same tools. The enemy will use the tool of money to put you in fear of poverty. The enemy will use that fear. That is the number one fear of everyone, the fear of poverty that keeps us in these systems of control. Oh man, I want to do this, but I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay these bills, and that's the mind state that the enemy wants us in. Or you could say, yeah, I gotta pay rent, but that is just, I'm just using my resource to keep myself safe in my home. And while I'm in my home, I will use my resource, money, to fund other things in my life. Because you're already abundant. You wake up every day and you're abundant. So why are you so worried about being abundant? Because you are. You already are. But you can grow. And that's how you grow. I'm not special. This is what I like to do. This is passion. And everyone has passion. Everyone has magic. And everyone has the right to choose. And everyone has the right to choose how they want to live their life, whether it be a sad, crippling life full of suffering or an abundant life full of light and love. So you may feel small right now. You may look at this channel and see that it's small, but that's not what this is about. This is about you knowing that you're here because this is the confirmation. This is the call. You were at your desk. The FedEx package came. You ripped it open. You answered the phone, and it was Morpheus. And even in that moment, Neo still was doubting. He still didn't know. He still didn't climb out the window to the scaffolding. So you've probably gotten the call before, and you weren't ready to answer it. But you're going to keep getting it. You're going to keep getting the call. The call to action. Stop manifesting. You already have it. It's here already. All you got to do is make the choice to take it. It's yours. It's right in front of your face. The pain of loss, the past, you could choose to stay there. Your subconscious wants you to stay there. It puts so much fear in you. You feel it literally in your cells. These are facts that we feel, where we get addicted to emotions so much that we feel them in our body, in our heart. Our subconscious mind thinks that we're safe there. And you can't convince it that you're not safe by yelling at it. You have to approach it with persuasion. What if we did let that go? Actually, how would that feel? I know that we want to be angry about this every day, but let's try to just, maybe even for an hour, let's just see how it feels to not be angry about it. You know, let's just try it. We've been doing it this way for such a long time. Let's see how that feels. And you can keep doing that and keep doing that. And you train yourself. And then you become aligned. And you align yourself. Because guess what? You already have the knowledge. You already have the tools. You have the tools to make the choice, and once you make the choice, then you will build new toys, new tools. Your tools will get sharper. And you'll always have that forever pain. And when you start to feel like your pain is gone, you're going to do something to find new pain, because you know that's how you grow. Because you'll remember the pain that you had before is what got you to this moment. Comfortability can be the enemy. Oh man, I got over that, and now I'm here, and then you start to feel like there's something else wrong now. Yeah, you're getting comfortable. Don't get comfortable. You know, you start off on the weight loss journey, and you start eating the right foods, and you're doing the workouts, and you become more intentional. And then boom, you lose 15 pounds and you feel great. You're not quite at your goal yet, but you have the goal. You've planned, you strategized, and then you hit the plateau. And you're like, what happened? I'm doing the same things I was doing before. Yeah, but are you sore? Are you in pain? Did you up the weight? Did you walk for an extra 5 minutes? You got the tools, but you got to keep upping the weight. Put that extra 5 on there, because you're not going to be sore how you was before when you first started, when you were making all the progress. You still got that goal, but you got to retool your plan, re-strategize. And that's all this is. So now, right now, at the stage you're at, this part of the plan is making the choice, exercising your free will. I love you.